Hey, it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for Sun, Moon, or Rising sign of Gemini for November of 2020. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or notsomysticaltarot.com if you'd like a personal or a private reading. Or if you want to purchase the Not So Mystical Tarot deck, you can also do that on the website, just saying. Anyway, it's a general reading, so you'll want to watch your moon and rising signs as well so that you get a full kind of a little bit more information at least. And if you don't know your moon and rising signs, I will put a link in the description so that you can access that info for free. So let's get started, Gemini. What do we have for our Geminis? I really feel like it's, I don't know. We have got the Devil for Gemini. Woo! We've got the Devil for Gemini, and I really felt like it was this one too, and the Eight of Pentacles, and we have this one too, and the Chariot. Okay, so I usually don't pull three for the back row, but you know what? Sometimes you just get the feels and you got to do it. So Gemini, it looks like it's very easy for you right here to fall back into some old unhealthy patterns, but it's a choice that you would make. It wouldn't be something that someone would put upon you, but you would make that choice. So if we really want to think about that, I think that you're better off here putting all your effort into your work. And you can see this Eight of Pentacles is just working really, really hard. I think to avoid this, and I'm not one to say like, let's just avoid all of our emotions and let's just work and ignore what's going on. But in this instance, and it could be because, the holidays are coming and people start, getting together, which causes a lot of stress for some people, and you're just not wanting to do all those things. So, what I would say is to kind of focus on your work, on your tangible activities, and see the progress and the see what you get from all of that work, and kind of enjoy that, because it would be very easy for you to fall back into an area that you find difficult to get back out of. Okay, now you have the Chariot as well, and the Chariot, this is why I say with the holidays coming, the Chariot is representation of the sign of Cancer, which is an emotion sign, water sign. And that's what I'm saying is, with all the holidays coming and that kind of stuff, it's very easy to get caught up in emotions, possibly not great emotions, or unhealthy behaviors, like maybe if you quit drinking, you might start drinking, that kind of stuff, because it's just kind of the momentum that's going on. And that's why I'm saying it might be better for you to throw yourself into a little bit of your work, or to throw yourself into your work. I was choking to death. To kind of avoid falling back into old behavior patterns. This also could be going back to an ex, all that kind of stuff. Anything that would put you in a state that would cause you to regress from where you are right now. Instead of using that emotional momentum and all of the energy that's coming to put yourself in a bad place, put yourself in a good place. Okay, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. We're going to grab the Not So Mystical Tarot deck and get a little more clarification on what are we talking about with this this Devil card here. What is the behavior that we don't want to fall back into? Oh, let's see what we get. Whoa! Well, okay, we have the Knight of Cups jumping out of here. The Knight of Cups is a rush of emotion. Now we've got a rush of emotion here with this Chariot, and now we've got this here. So I'm thinking, like, if he's kind of coming right at you, like you can see you cannot avoid this Knight of Cups. So I'm kind of thinking if you are considering possibly going back to an ex, or I thought we had another one that flipped, but we didn't. If you're considering going back to an ex, or going back to doing something that's emotionally not good for you, this is what we're talking about here. This is something that's not good for you, for your emotional state. Whether, like I said, it's going back to maybe a job you hate, or maybe going to like some sort of family gathering or holiday, or something that you really don't want to go to, that always causes you strife and drama and trauma. Whatever it is that's going to put you in an emotional state that is regressing from where you are right now, I would suggest highly that you use that momentum that you have here from this Chariot, and you put it into something tangible. Whether it's like, you know what, I'd come to your dinner, but I'm going to be painting my kitchen that day, or I've got some overtime I'm going to do at work, or something else. Anything else besides reverting back into a behavior that is unhealthy for you. I would do whatever you have to do to keep yourself occupied so that does not happen. Let's get a little more info here. What are some things we can do with that Eight of Pentacles, that tangible how can we put our efforts into something tangible and something we can see? Because that's going to help too, is when it's something that you can see. Whoa. All right, we've got two things. You've got the Ace of Pentacles coming up, and the Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity. So instead of reverting back here into some kind of emotional stuff that does not work for you, that does not serve you, that is not good for you, that is not going to put you in a forward motion, instead put it into your work, something tangible. I mean, whether you make things or you could do some overtime at work, or maybe you want to, this can also be your environment or your budget, your financial studies, whatever it is. Put yourself into this kind of a tangible mentality, and you actually end up opening up some opportunities. This is the Ace of Pentacles here. You open up some opportunities for yourself by doing that. So it's a two-pronged approach to winning, because you're not going to revert back into some really unhealthy, unstable, not good behavior that's bad for you mentally, and instead you put it into your work and you create new opportunities for yourself. And the other card that came up with this is the Seven of Swords. So you've got the Chariot and the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is a little bit of shady business here, okay? You can kind of see that he's playing this beautiful music and it looks like a snake, and then the swords are hidden back here. You can just see that, like, there's something going on here that isn't quite right. It's just not quite right. And that's what I'm saying when I said when that Chariot showed up before. You want to be really, really careful where you allow this momentum to take you. And I want to point something out here. You've got the two different sphinxes in the front, and they're kind of going in different directions. This energy needs to be directed. If this Chariot if they were to get up and start running in opposite directions, because they're facing they're facing like this way, not forward. If they were to get up and start running, this would be impossible to control, and it would be it would almost be like a tug of war, like a waste of time. So that's what I think we're saying here, is that this has to be reined in. You can't just allow this to just kind of do whatever, flail around, and you do have to be careful, because not everybody has your best interests at heart. When I see this, I'm always reminded that not everything you hear is true, and not everything people tell you is true. And back again with this Devil card, just don't believe the hype, okay? Just do what you got to do for yourself. Take care of you. Do your own things. Put you first this month, and if you have time for other people and other things, great. But if you don't, do you. Invest in yourself this month, really. And like I said, I just, be really careful who you expose yourself to. Okay? All right, Gemini, I will talk to you soon.